Hello and welcome back to lankacricket.lk as we look forward to the deciding clash between Sri Lanka and Pakistan, the third test in Pallekele. Kumar Sangakkara's home ground, but the news is that he is not going to be playing this game. We look at what Sri Lanka can expect out of that. Joining us in the studio today, as usual, Avishka, Gunawardana and Andrew Fernando. Andrew, start with you and ask you, what is Angelo Matthews thinking before he walks out on that day without Jayawardena and without Sangakkara for the first time in his career?
Well, the future begins now, I think, with Kumar going, and I guess he comes back for a couple of tests against India, but Angelo will get a taste of what it's like to not have either of those in the dressing room. I think they'll both be overseas, so he can't even easily call them. He'll have to do all the bits of strategy himself. So I think there might be a little bit of trepidation, but he's been groomed and prepared for it for the last two odd years. So it's as good a time as any, and I think he's definitely got the tools to go out there and captain well.
Avishka, a batting slot එකට කවුද එන්නේ?
මෙහෙමයි ඔතන මම හිතන විදිහට ඔප්ෂන්ස් දෙකක් විතර තියෙනවා. දැන් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ කොච්චර සිලෙක්ටර්ස්ලා කිත්රුවන් ට්‍රස්ට් කරනවද කියලා. තව ටෙස්ට් එකක් යනවද? නැත්නම් මුබාට chance එකක් දෙනවද? නැත්නම් කුසල්ද නම්බර් 3 ස්ලොට් එකේ try කරනවද? කුසල්ව ගේනවා නම් කුසල්ව කොතනටද බැට් කරන්න කියන්නේ. මගේ ඔපිනියන් එක ගාලා කුසල් බැට් කරනවා නම් කුසල් උඩින් බැට් කරන්න ඕනේ. කුසල් has always been in the first three. So
Even in a test match?
I don't know. මම නිකන් හිතන්නේ මොකද කුසල් I have not seen him batting in the middle and getting those big runs which he got in the last few months against Pakistan A side. එතනත් එයා ඕපන් කරලා තමයි runs කැවුවේ. Middle order එකේ මම දැකලා තියෙනවා club matches වල bat කරනවා but gets a 30-40 and gets himself out. So මම දන්නේ selectors ලා මොනා කරයිද කියලා. So ඔය option තුන තමයි මම හිතන්නේ either කුසල් වගේ නේද නැත්නම් කෙලින්ම කිතුරුවන්න තියලා මුබාව ගෙනේද නම්බර 3ට නැත්නම් කිතුරුවන්න තියලා මුබාවයි කුසල්වයි දෙන්නම ගෙනේ. So could be any of these. It all depends on how selectors trust Kitruan.
So do you see Lahiri Tiriman moving to number 3, Andrew?
I think that's what the long-term goal was for a while. I'm not sure what the current thinking about that is. With Mubarak, maybe they'll think, someone batted in the top order, maybe they'll trust him a little bit more with the number 3 spot. Also because Thiri hasn't had a great series so far, hasn't really scored big runs against, major teams consistently. So I think they might swing to keeping him at 4, just so they have a number 3 that maybe they trust a little bit more. Maybe Mubarak is the man for the job.
ජෙහාන් මුබාරක් කියන පුද්ගලයා ගත්තාම අවිෂ්ක දැන් සෑහෙන කාලයක් ක්‍රිකට් ගහලා තියෙනවා. එක්ස්පීරියන්ස් එකක් තියෙනවා. කැම්ප් එකෙත් මම හිතන හැටියට එයාට මොකක් හරි රෙස්පෙක්ට් එකක් තියෙනවා ටැක්ටිෂියන් කෙනෙක් හැටියට. කැප්ටන් කරලා තියෙනවා වයිල්ඩ් සයිඩ් එක සෑහෙන කැප්ටන් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒ ඔක්කොම බැලුවම ඒ සිලෙක්ෂන් එක නෙමෙයිද ගොඩක් වෙලාවට එන්න පුළුවන්.
ඔව් මම හිතන්නේ ගොඩක් කරලා ඔය තව ඔප්ෂන් එකක් කිව්වේ අපිට බලන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද මම ඒත් හිතන්නේ Thiri should bat at 3 because that's future. That's we are not planning for one test match. Right? මම කොයි වෙලෙත් හිතුවේ මම කොයි වෙලෙත් කී හිටියේ when සංගා මමයි මහල අපි chat එකක් දාගෙන ඉන්නකොට මම කී හිටියේ Thiri should be next number 3 when Sanga goes off. So I think if that is the plan, which I thought it was, we should stick to that regardless whether Thiri is among the runs or not, because අපි මේ එක ටෙස්ට් මැච් එකක් ගැන නෙවෙයි හිතන්න ඕනේ මෙතනින් ඉස්සරහා ගැන හිතනවා නම් Thiri number 3 නම් අපි groom කරේ Thiri should bat at 3 and if Muba is coming let Muba bat at 4. So මම හිතන්නේ ඒක මම අර කුසල්ගේ ඔප්ෂන් එක කිව්වේ මම මොකද කුසල් අන්තිම ශ්‍රී ලංකන් A tour එකේ කුසල් තමයි වැඩිම runs කරේ when he has shown form. So form එකේ ඉන්නකොට මම කියන්නේ කොයි වෙලෙත් කාටද chance එකක් දෙනවා නම් දෙන්න ඕනේ. So unless he is in the test squad. So which means selectors ලා යාව test match එකක් ගහන්න consider කරනවා කියන එකනේ දෙන idea එක. So ඒකයි මම කිව්වේ තව match එකක් කිත්රුවන්ට දෙනවද? නැත්තම් කුසල්වයි මුභාවයි කියනවාද කිතුරන් එළිය තියලා නැත්තම් කුසල් වල අමතක කරලා කෙලින්ම සංඝගේ ප්ලේස් එකට මුභා කරලා 3 නම්බර 3 සෙල්ලම් කරනවා.
So Kumar Sangakkara has told us his intentions. He had a press conference on the third day of that test match. He has said that he is going to be playing these 2 test matches against Pakistan. He's out for the third test, and he will be playing 2 test matches against India out of 3 tests as well. Andrew, when you look at that, it's a nightmare for the selectors, a nightmare for the coach, it's a nightmare for the captain as well.
I suppose so, but I guess that's what everyone signed on for at the end of last year. As far as I know, my view on it is if a player wants to go, then let him go. That's he can't you can't hold him against his will. The selectors had a chat to him. Angelo wants him to stay. Has said he's almost been on his knees asking for Kumar to stay another year. But if a player wants to go, he should have been let go. I think the selectors could have done that, but they opted instead to have Kumar around for a couple more series, and then Kumar said, "Look, I can't play 6 tests. I'll play this many." Yes, it does. It is a little bit disruptive. Again, the guy who's coming in at 3 to take his number 3 spot, or his top order spot, will be out of a job for the next 2 tests after that. So that's not an ideal situation either. I think it's very tricky. I probably think that would say the bad decision was made months back when they really wanted Kumar to come back and play these 2 series.
What were the selectors thinking then, Avishka?
I guess they just needed someone just to make sure that someone to hold up one end, and Kausha has just come into the side. He just started. We all know how capable Kaushal is, but then he was still, young, new to Test cricket. So I guess they just wanted that security just after the World Cup. Sangha, Mahela, and I know for sure that Rangan also somewhat was thinking about retiring, but then ඒකත් රංගනට මම හිතන්නේ කිව්වා මේ අවුරුද්දේ සෙල්ලම් කරන්න කියලා. That's the same thing what happened to Kumar also, but Kumar, I can tell you with this thing, he wanted to leave after the World Cup. His last test would have been against Pakistan. මට කිව්වේ මම retire වෙනවා කියන කලින් මහල retire වෙනවා කිව්වා. ඒකින්ද I didn't announce it. So which that's the truth. So Kumar wanted to stop from there, but I think it was a request.
It was an offer that he could not say no to, but unfortunately, despite the fact that he wanted to do his best, I think the selectors have made it difficult for the people who are left behind. But one thing we have to talk about, gentlemen, Yasir Shah. He's been tremendous in these last 2 test matches. How does Sri Lanka tackle him?
How do they tackle him? I think he's a really high quality bowler, and one that, as a very poor leg spinner, I really enjoy watching. I think they have tried to be defensive against him, and they've tried to be attacking against him, and with very, very mixed results. I'm honestly not sure. I think that's a question for Avishka, who's.
I guess it's very nice to see a leg spinner bowling with so much control. I mean, you can say Shane Warne probably was the greatest that we've seen in our era, but even he didn't have so much control. I mean, from the little that I've seen with Yasir, but දැකලා තියෙන පොඩ්ඩේ මම දැකලා නැහැ ඔච්චර control තියෙන wrist spinner කෙනෙක් මට මතක කාලේ. So I think that is the I mean that's what great about him, that he's bowling with so much control, and අපේ batsman ලා attack කරන්න හදනවා, ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා කරන්න හදනවා, but he does not get like rattled or කිසිම pressure එකක් දාගන්නවත් නැහැ. අපි ඒ කියන්නේ ඉස්සරහට ඇවිල්ලා ගැහුවා කියලා නරක බෝලයක් දාන්නෙත් නැහැ. He just continues to bowl his good lines and lengths, that's all. So which is great when it comes to especially a wrist spinner bowling with so much control.
So who takes the series, Avishka?
Well, it will be interesting to see, because මම Kandy, traditionally we know Kandy pitches වල පොඩ්ඩක් bounce එක පොඩ්ඩක් වැඩි අනිත් අය වලට වඩා. but එච්චරම අපි දන්න තරම් මට මතක විදියට ස්පින් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කැන්ඩි වල. but bounce ටිකක් වැඩි. I think combination එකක් will be interesting whether we are going to go with two spinners, if we are going to go with one spinner, who is it going to be? I think whether we are going to go with one spinner and extra fast bowler, or I think it will be very interesting to see. So all depends on, I think, now obviously Wahab is not going to play, and which is a plus point for Sri Lanka. That's their key fast bowler, and Sri Lanka without the best batsman in the lineup, so it equals out, I guess.
Andrew, one word, who takes it?
Rain. It's Kandy, so that's. I've watched a couple of very, very
Wet.
dull, wet Pallekele tests, so I personally don't have good memories of cricket watching there. Great stadium, but I have a suspicion that it might just be too wet to get a result in June.
Well, both of them carefully avoided answering the question, but I think we might be able to find out the answer when we get to Pallekele. That match starts on Friday. Don't forget, Sanga's gone, so that means the future is here and the future is today. Dialogue bringing you the future today and bringing you the SriLankaCricket.lk broadcast as well. We'll be back looking back at the third test and the series decider on Lanka Cricket.